Once you've organized your files, the next thing is to start laying out your elements as far as your website. So your containers. So I've got my site here, and I need to pick something to kind of let my headers, my images, and everything else. So I'm going to use from my insert window, and if you do not see this insert window, it could be placed slightly different. So window, insert, if it's not in there. And I'm actually on the classic mode to kind of see this little window here. So I'm going to go back to just design mode so I don't see all that extra stuff. But I like using if you switch over from common to layout, you've got this drawapdiv. And what you'll want to do with that, just click on it to select one, and then just click, hold, and drag to kind of create a big box. This is just a big box that's going to hold all of your other information. So once I click on it, you can click on the edges, and then down here where you have width and height, you could actually force it to be exactly the dimensions that you'd like it to be. So I could change my width to my dimensions, and then roughly I'll just put maybe 800. Make sure you leave the px in there to keep it in that area. And then down here, the L and the T, this is from the left, so depending on how far you want to be the left and how far you want to be from the top, you can modify that and change that up. So if you want, you can zero it out and make it be flush to the left on there. When I want to create one for my header, I'll just grab another one of those. Just click, hold, and drag, create another one, select the edges again, and then go ahead and just type in what I want that one to be, and then I'm going to go ahead and put in the height. I think I'm around 250, and I'm not quite sure how I design the size. And then for the L, I'm just going to zero that out, and same thing with the top, zero that out, so it's just completely perfect in there. So you can continue to lay these out. As far as positioning or the order of these, down here you have this Z index, and that's the order that you put them in. So if you needed to, you could rechange that order, but usually the biggest box should be the first one, and everything else should be inside of there. You can also name these. So if you click, and then down here where it says apdiv, if you don't like those names, you may want to name them to what they are. So maybe I want to name this container. That's the one that holds all my stuff, and then maybe this one up here, maybe I'll just change that to header just so I know, and it doesn't necessarily, there's no set rule to what these are, but you just want to be consistent in something that makes sense to you in there. You can also change colors. Let me add maybe one more. You can also add or move these around by just grabbing this little box here. You can change colors of them. If you click and there's a little background color, you can choose, click on the edges of them, and you can change colors and do all kinds of different things. If you click inside of them, that's where you'd start typing out text and going from there. So that's a little bit as far as laying out your div tags.